Hey guys, in this video we're going to be taking out the eBike Mars 2.0. This is the 1000 watt version, and we're going to have a discussion about eBike Mars. We're going to talk about 1000 watt motors and whether or not they're necessary or if you should even consider it. So here we go. Alright, so if you haven't heard the story, eBike sent this to us by accident, kinda. They reached out to me when they were trying to reach out to someone else. And, you know, certainly I responded. They were offering somebody else a bike, and I responded and said, hey, you know, you sent it to the wrong person, but I'm happy to take one. And so we worked a deal, and they sent me the eBike Mars 2.0. So it's kind of funny how that came about. And I'll tell you what, it's been a nice bike. I've been enjoying it. Cadence sensor, 1000 watt motor version. They have two versions, 750 watt and 1000 watt. And this Jeep looks like he's wanting to run me over. And so that kind of brings up the question of whether or not, you know, people need a 1000 watt or if you should even consider 1000 watt, because in a lot of places, you know, well, in all places really, 1000 watt motors are illegal. 750 is the max here in the United States. I think there may be a couple of exceptions in a couple of states, so correct me if I'm wrong, or if you know of a state, please list it down below that does allow 1000 watt motors. But here's the thing, you know, a lot of these guys are, or a lot of these companies are building bikes that are getting faster and faster, and I'm starting to see more and more of them that are providing 1000 watt motors, or at least an option for it. And that's one of the things I like about the eBike Mars. You know, when they upgraded it from the original version, they now offer both motors. So if you want to opt for the 750 motor, you can get that one, and it's what I think $200 cheaper, or you can opt to get the 1000 watt motor. I guess it kind of depends on the level of risk you want to take and whether or not you really should be having, you know, a 1000 watt motor. You know, it kind of brings up a thought too. Someone contacted me just a couple of days ago about another brand trike that I have. And, you know, he was saying, hey, you know, this thing is, you know, 2400 watts between both motors on this thing. And it's like, well, yeah, that's the peak wattage. So don't confuse that, because most laws, they don't really take in peak wattage into consideration, or at least here in Florida they don't really talk about that. It's just the nominal watts that the motor was designed for, which is 750. And so I kind of explained it to him that, you know, with this other brand, even though it has two motors on it, you know, and they're saying 2400 watts, it's really two 750 watt motors. But then the peak performance between both of them, yeah, jumps it up 1200 watts each. So, you know, which brings another question, isn't it? You know, are the laws aren't clear, and certainly the laws aren't enforced, because we can, in the e-bike arena, we can pretty much get away with whatever we want. But yeah, respectfully, I try to stay within the law, and a lot of you folks try to stay within the law and do things the way we're supposed to be doing it. But, you know, I'm not talking down to anybody who chooses to, you know, step outside the law. That if it's not enforced and you're being safe and that's what you want to do, then, you know, that's your risk, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I just makes you kind of wonder. You know, should you even consider a 1000 watt motor or not? Certainly, the extra speed, the extra torque is really nice to have. You know, and this one here, for instance, you know, it's 1000 watt, and you're not supposed to have it here in Florida, but again, that's what they sent me. So that's what I'm making a video about. It's not something I'll keep. It is something that I will be turning loose of before too long. But yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you think. What do you think? What's on your mind about 750 versus 1000 versus the laws and all that jazz? I don't know. Sometimes my brain hurts when I think. I just like, you got to do a brain dump and just, you know, forget about it. But I tell you what, this is a nice bike. Been enjoying it. We haven't ridden it a whole lot, but what we have ridden it, we've enjoyed it. Emma liked this one quite a bit. A couple of folks that would wind this thing on out really liked it, because it topped out at like 32. So yeah, pretty fast, especially considering the law around here is 28. Let's get out here on our little country road. And here we go. Go ahead and bump it on up in the pedal that says 5. Starting a ghost pedal at 20. We'll just throttle from here on out and just cruise, see what it does with me. 25, 26, 27, 28, and climbing. 29, 30, 30, 30. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get 30 with my body weight. Yeah, that's a factor. If you're a smaller person, you know, you can get out here and zoom around on this thing and get it up to, I think 32 is what somebody had it up to. I don't know who it was. Maybe it was Emma, maybe it was Devin. I don't know. They're both pretty light compared to me. Yeah, get turned around here. So head on back to the house. Guys, that's going to be it for this video. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a little comment down below. Let me know what you think about the motors. And subscribe if you do. I'll see you in another video real soon. Ride responsibly, ride safe.